think this is our eldest son. He's old as shit. Wife, big boy. Let's continue. Warlord Halfdan the Foolish. Again, I hope we can change that name eventually. We just adjust mic and such. We have oh no, we have perks for these, which I have been informed of how to get these. We have to have a little snack on other vampires to get them. Scheming to diablerize, I don't think we have a great chance of it, but we might. But we'll definitely... I imagine if we have a prisoner of a vampire, 11% chance. I don't suppose we have any vampires hidden away. Hello, hello. Hello, Remy. How you doing? Dominate and Fortitude. We have Fortitude. Just dominate La Sombra. Animalism, we have Bali, Baal, Demon Worship. Dominate could be fun. Fortitude Advanced. Oh, we just need a melancholy perk to start down this. Maybe we could have a little snack of Eclis. He's in prison. Oh, he is. How... Oh. Satiated, sanguine blood potency. Execute him without being a tyrant. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm going to try. I'm going to eat him. And perhaps we'll have gained a level of that. I don't know if I did that right. Oh. We'll figure it out. I am indeed here. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able yesterday, but I'm here now. Hooray. I didn't want to miss. I didn't want to miss CK Tree. If I could help it. We have a Choleric, another one. Yeah. Celerity. We hunt for celerity. I saw that. I liked that. I responded to that one in the silent way. Unfortunately, but it happens, doesn't it? Celerity. Sort by rank reversed for the lowest rank. He's a spy master. If we were to attempt to diablerize him... I'll try and see if we get unique events to do that, but... Yeah, how you doing? Not usually here on a Wednesday. Not that it really matters too much. I think every day is more or less the same for us usually, isn't it? Weekdays are usually the same, huh? Novgorod. The Bear Slayer. And the Liver Biter. Huh. Tensendur. Trusty Mare. We already have maxed out the horse, right? You're converting... It could promote culture, but... It's fine, I think. We're a mix of cultures here. You, control growth. That's the one. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully I can uplift you. We should go on a raid. Go forth. Where's good to raid? Brittany? Back to Brittany? Perhaps. Yeah, Brittany will do. Oh, I should see... Oh, you can't... Oh. Yeah, you can't invite. Interesting. Well, I hope that I'm doing this right. I might be doing it wrong. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Especially, yeah, trapped with... No one likes being trapped. Especially if you're not a huge fan of where you are. It is awfully depressing, isn't it? Just work and home. Oh, we have a perk. That's right, we're doing this. Raid speed and supply capacity. There is some good loot. 31. Support for conversion. Fire and blood. Back to Gotland. Best part is they're in a war, so they can't even bring an army up to defend. We're not going to worry with 3. Control, increased control has been finished. Is that all we have? We do. We only have 2. We have Gdansk and Visby left, don't we? I could build one of these. Don't want to. Jacques. Yes, throw him in the dungeon. Oh. You know what? I really don't like... I don't like this risk. I'm going to try to diablerize prisoners, I guess. We'll prey on the defenseless prisoners. Does that make us horrible? Maybe. We're a vampire. We're a Viking vampire raider. I don't think we really care about, you know, morals in that way. We took him prisoner, it's fair game. Very good. I should speed up a little bit. Where next? There is a Saint-Ton, maybe? Good loot there. I want to be careful not to get... Oh yeah, she replaced because we had our armies a little lower. Duke, Phrygia, they're all fighting each other. And what is this? Is this just its own little... It is. Terrorizing France. Pierre l'Imbecile. That's not a very nice name. I'm sorry, my man. Malkavian, huh? Well, let's hope the madness isn't infectious. Actually, I think technically in some cases it can be, because when you diablerize, you take on some small aspect of the one you eat. Sometimes, right? Ja. For him, I don't know. I kind of want to eat him. Him I'll let out. The other one, though. Do I have to be in my land to crunch, or... I get more and more potency. I don't know if that's doing anything. I feel like maybe I'm not doing it the right way. Into Spain. Yeah, as long as they're not raiding our capital, I don't know if I care. Right now I'm just focused on raiding and getting prisoners and eating them. I feel like I might not be doing it right, though. Or you just have to do it a lot. Maybe you have to do it multiple times, like again and again and again and again. Birgitta Birgersdottir. Knowing of your reputation, a young woman claiming to be Birgitta Birgersdottir, could one of your agents asking to be freed from the trappings of the church. Your men say that there are similarities between this woman and what is known of the holy woman about to found a new holy order in Sweden. The age doesn't match. A little digging, you can safely say that this is one of her daughters, Cecilia, who was stuck in a convent against her will at a young age by her saintly mother. Though not as big a prize as Birgitta herself, Cecilia still looks like a potentially useful and determined young woman. Yeah. I will take it. We need more children. We have to be in the same location. So we'll do that quite quickly. She's in our right culture too, which doesn't really matter, but it's just good to have. Rip him apart. Dominate Auspex. I wouldn't mind either of those, to be honest. You should probably go do them. I'll tell you that. It's easier to just do them now and not, you know. You keep getting higher blood potency. Oh, here it is. 5% chance. I see. I just didn't scroll down. Anything? Not yet. Okay, we know how to do this now. Hell yeah. Probably should go do them, though. Be easier. Then later, wouldn't it? Convert faith. It is all going to be Einherjar. Einherjar. I think I'm hitting the R a little too hard. It's not Einherjar. It's Einherjar. Yeah, sure, convert. I want everyone to be the right faith. It's not like she can do a whole lot. I don't even think she's our direct vassal. Fire and blood. So we can't bring back the slaves. 30 loot. Yeah, I'll take the loot. Simon. I really want celerity. Celerity I quite want. Badly want. Yeah, and we have a secret, but I don't even know how to tell. But it's not a trait, is it? Diablerist is not a well, maybe it is if we're found out, like witch. I'm just gonna keep crunching. Yep. That's kind of our goal. 5% chance. We can execute him without a... Yeah. Who are you? I'm gonna pin you. I might hurtify you. Or can we... No, not... negotiate release. Recruit? Yeah, he could be useful. Potentially he's ill. Presence obfuscate. Daemonian. We have some prisoners that no one will ever... So, some of these, let's bring some new people in. Severus. Via Luminius. Potence, Animalism. The Lost Fairy. How did you end up here? I mean, I just want you because you're a 1100-year-old druid. Yeah. Let's bring some of these people in. I mean, it says farewell, but they end up in our... Yes, I think they do. They might end up in our court, or I might have just accidentally let them go. The Norse... Whoa. Call him the Norse hero Odin. Hello? Are you unlanded visiting? Can I recruit you? You're actually pretty good. What is Blood Bond? I would love him to join. He's pretty good. We should also return home with our loot. Just as soon as we finish with these. Another 30. Actually, it'll be close. We will absolutely be at our max now. But now... is there any way to go that doesn't involve us? Nope, that doesn't look like it. Whatever. We'll take back what we can. Which is actually a fair bit. And we've got a good bit of loot from raiding. Saying potence. No, okay. Holy War for the Duchy of Pomerelia, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Call to war, call to war. Yeah, I was just out raiding and now we are at war. I guess if we can make sure that we can get... If we can get white peace at some point, that would be amazing. We just have to hold out for white peace. I'm going to have to disband them to let them rebuild so I can summon them at full strength. I'm also probably going to have to get some mercenaries. Let's put it up here. Holy Order, I will hire mercenaries. Anything good? 912 Huskarls? It's not. Maybe, we'll see. Vesuklia. Waiting for it to build back up. I'd like it to be as much as it can, because we're going to need as much as we can from this. I'm gonna have to raise what we can now, and any extra we can pull later. Do we want to walk in here and hope for the best, or is this a dumb idea? Actually, oh. Well, we took his son prisoner. He will definitely accept that. He would not accept enforced demands. I kind of want a white piece, but that's a lot of money. Actually, hold on. Do we think we can risk it? Let's risk it. Let's see if we can get a... Oh. 450? I mean, you are really good, though. No, I can't go into debt. Maybe if you're still around, we'll pin you. If we can get enough war score to make him surrender, we'd get a lot of cash. I'm not rent. No, we're keeping a hold of him. Fuck that. Yes, we should be fine. Hopefully, yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Let's go take on a couple more of his little armies here and there. We need 90%, correct? Peacemaker is a fun one. Please make sure we win. Please help. Yes. So if we enforce demands, he pays a lot of money to us and can't declare for 5 years. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot of cash. So, pinned. Do you want to come to my court? Or 50. Wow, he's good. He's very old, isn't he? Yeah, he's pretty old. I think we want to herdify you, correct? Yes. Oh, and we want to embrace you. Just because you were a special character, so. Oh, I see. We didn't get to him in time. Oh, because we were out and about raiding. We never got the chance to take him in. Ransom you for... Are you any good? I'll take the 75. Let me try to actually click on my... There we are. Influence the merchants. It helps with that, so significant merchant influence. And in Gdansk, do conscription effort, which hurts the control growth, but I mean, we have a lot just from Legacy of Rufus alone, so. Hurts building construction time. It helps with men-at-arms and skirmishers, or just clergy for now. Popular opinion, piety, control growth. Let's actually get this first. Upgrade. And we only have 2 properties right now. Unless we want to make another. We have room. We can make another. Do we just want to do that instead of conquering somewhere else? Do we want another little one on our main island? We could. Are any buildings... We can't get the buildings that help with dev growth, do we? Because we're not the right religion, quote-unquote. I don't think so. That was the Via Humanis, wasn't it? Nobles. Night Watch probably wouldn't, but I'll still check. No. I'm just going through the different buildings and looking to see if we can find anything that increases development growth. Because that is very important for us. Remote Haven. We might want to get that somewhere. Or we already have one. Oh, we don't. We don't actually have this in our capital, do we? No, we do not. Maybe we should look into that. The Ashen Knight Chapter House. We actually... Oh, was it... What, I think maybe we had built it in the one that we let go. The sick mare. Our poor horse. Tinsindur. I spent 25. Between our raid and that war, we got bank. I'd like to let our forces recover a bit. And who should we declare war on? We could go against Mecklenburg for parts of Pomerania. Or we could go against Novgorod. Which I might do. What would we go for? I'll use prestige. We can get duchies. Well. My claim. I only have one on Rival. I don't know if I want to invade the kingdom for them. I want to say that for Sweden if we do. Is Holy War? Fine, 50 years. We can only do this once per lifetime, and our lifetime is, in theory, forever. Or we could just get... If we get all of Novgorod, I'm taking the duchy, the barony of Novgorod for myself. Well, actually, it's only 3 dev. It's actually kind of shit. It's not the, center of the world, which it wasn't, but it was pretty good when we did our Russia campaign. I think we're going to start with Livonia and then Estonia. Because we need both of them probably to get the Estonia kingdom anyway, so. Alright, let's go, Bear Slayer. Let's rock. Thank you. Raise all here, and I will... Honestly, I'll call both of them. We have the prestige to burn. We have so much, we're probably never going to use it all. So... Excellent. Let's just go right to the capital. While we're there... Okay, we can still do hurting and embracing even when we're not there, because we started before we left. That's a little risky. Let's merge them together. Here we are. We can embrace her. Orchestrate events so that she's fallen with my clutches. A secluded place she will not be able to escape. Grant her immortality. Hell yeah. And growing the herd. We are very red. Sanguine? Okay. I'm going to join them to make one big one. Education, I like to go the middle route. I like it. We can maybe even catch their army. We become friends. Oh, okay. It's alright. Friends. Neighbor, the... Hold on, what the hell is your name? Voivod among voivods, Vladimir Rustovich, Bane of Wolves of the Voivodate. What? Is that supposed to be like king among kings, but because it's... Okay, yep. Sure. Weird. That name just caught me a little off guard. It was a lot of the same letters. We'll try to teach her properly. Tempted by rebellion. Disturbing reports as your spies have finally tracked the recent vanishing of your child to a group of rebels in the fringes of your realms. These so-called furores, plague to any self-respecting vampire, want to abolish the fine traditions of the blood in a vain attempt of freedom. Child must be quickly shown the error of her ways. She might even start to believe in these idiocies. No, we're going to have to nip that in the bud. Yes, behave yourself in there. Your acquaintance... Okay. A lot of people died in that one, apparently. One of your vassals, the Slayer of Men, the daughter of Medusa, been smitten by her flawless presentation. Asked for some private time with our progeny. I mean, she already doesn't really like us that much, so... I'm gonna start try to make her like us, though. Just... yeah. They got it. They're fine. And luckily she didn't try to kill us. Happy. Glad for that. All still under siege. Maybe we can go take care of that. Or, no, let's just start sieging. We're here. And they've clearly got it, so... Weird. The AI is kind of strange. It doesn't commit to a siege. It always does that. That's a CK3 thing, though, not anything with mods. And AI in this game is a bit busted sometimes, isn't it? Dominate and Obtenebration aren't bad. You. Celerity. Crunch. Anything yet. It's only 5% chance, so it's not a lot. No. But thank you for everybody who told me how to get traits, the disciplines. I'm very appreciative of it. Because that was the biggest thing of what I didn't know. Now that I know, we're going to be eating all of the vampires we can find. The ones that are, matter. Thank you. Disband. This is now ours, kind of. We can make the titles, we can usurp them and make them. That is owned by our grandson and vassal. So, looking at our lands and the breakup of it, I'll grant him that. So it's kind of a cleaner area, I guess. They're going to fight each other, but... I'll probably end up making her... or maybe not. Do we want, or should we try to get the title? Let's hold off on now. Hold off on it for now. Because it's not going to de jure shift for 100 years. We're going to get this before then. Good successful war, though. Now, who is our next target? Liberato. Or Liberatio. Please. We don't have a good hook. And we can't fabricate because we are not... yeah. He kind of likes us. Yes, I will pay him. Thank you very much. Koldun. I want to convert them to get them to... yeah. Oh, she hates us now because of that. Horse enthusiast. Our martial vassal, Wilhelmina, the Wolf of Courland. She is pretty cool. Let's look at our prisoners. We have fortitude animalism. We have all those. So do you want to ransom them off for gold? Wow, one is worth 75, the other's 15. I see which one's the favorite. We could eat her. She need good brutally mauled. What? 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 How and whomst? Horse riding accident. Oh, did he have the event? Well, that kind of fucked up. Okay, Hannibal. Or we can have him with the 10. It would make him like us more. Of sloops. Hmm. I'll assign him so he likes us. Because we gave him land, and he is rather powerful now, so. Hmm. Grandson Torbjorn. No, I think I'll have... Which one is our oldest? Which one's our oldest child now? Is it Karin? Wow, we don't have a lot. I'll give it to her. She's actually much better. So I'm going to give it to second princess here. She's actually pretty good, at least in terms of just raw stats. Ransom her for 15? No, I think I'll eat her instead. Yeah, let's modify the contract a little. We can create the Kingdom of Estonia. That is true. Back member Tartu, Talavidas Odin. No, that should stay in the family. That's fine. Well, 15, I'm just going to eat her instead and see what happens. Execute. Diablerie. I do like this. We get piety, we lose stress, dread, resonance. It's really good. And as long as they aren't our religion, as long as they're hostile or evil, no one really cares. Crunch. Nothing new. Okay. Our blood potencies, I think, maxed out for our generation. I think. Yeah, because I don't think it can go any higher. A well-chosen gift. I sent a beautiful piece of large embroidery, replicating my house crest in vibrant colors. It will make for a perfect mantelpiece in my chamber. While the gift was anonymous, Clementia gone to great lengths to make sure that I would figure out that she was behind it. We get dynastic embroidery. Dynasty opinion +5. Our woman. She's our concubine. I feel like... Yeah, sure. He's still building. Almost done. Transylvania. I guess it depends on what empire. I think we kind of want to make our own empire. Just the Baltic Empire or something. I don't know what we would name it, but I think we would go for that. Maybe we could go for Transylvania. Oh, they have some decent allies. Mecklenburg is weak. About to declare on you for the Duchy of Pomerania. Yeah. Why not? I can handle this one on my own. No need for allies. Which one's which? This is... Okay, you have the siege equipment. Gonna have you go over to Volan. And Rugen. Rugen? This is where the pirates are. I just remember that in EU4, the Baltic pirates are here. Visby. We can make another one. I do want to make the Ashen Knight chapter house because we don't actually have one. It gives martial lifestyle experience and everything. I don't think we have one. We didn't build one here for some reason. Haven defenses, merchants. I actually kind of want to do remote. Oh, there's this. No. Remote haven. Hurts with its prestige to start with, but stress loss Personal scheme. Chance. Oh, we need... Oh, they need windmills. They don't have it. Because they're Pomeranian. Do we have... Do we even have windmills? No, we don't. Oh. You're welcome. Needed to be done. You are very welcome. I'll take responsibility for making you do it. One is still a hell of a title. There's a lot of V's. Easy? Easy. Look at that. Old hands. Yeah, that'll do it. A whole lot of dishes. I miss dishwashers. They're nice. They're nice to have. They make it a lot easier. But we don't have room for one in the kitchen, so. What was I looking at? House Odin. It gave us something. Oh, no, that's not it. What am I looking at? I don't know. Oh, that's not bad. That's not too much for 2 weeks, actually. Then again, I guess if it's only you, I don't know how many it is. We're being raided and raided. Yep. Very fair. Bulls are much easier. Let's go. Ah, so it was all of them. I see. Which one do we want to keep? Volin, is it any good? I mean, this one's not bad. This is the capital of Pomerania. I don't know, I'm kind of holding out for a better province. Well, I would like to keep Upland. Merchants influence, Barrack influence, the rabble. We could keep it. I think we're going to keep it for now. I'm going to keep... This... Nope. Not even going to try. You know what, actually, I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I will usurp. And we hold too many duchies, but I should be able... Who holds Pomerelia? Oh, we do. Well, her. Oh, she doesn't like us, though. For a lot of reasons. Okay, how about we give it to someone new? Grant, this, Volin. Ingvar, Alfhild, Rousseau, wife, champion, soulmate, courtier, and lover. Guest, champion. Daughter, player, champion. Chancellor and champion. First, will you convert? No, he will not. I'll still give it to him. Rank. I'll give it the court. No, he already owns stuff. Is this the right one? I want to make sure that they don't own anything. They're still special. I lost a guy already. You know what? This will be easier. Fuck. What am I doing this? This will be easier. You. grant title there. And just the entire duchy, really. And we should still be able to do this. Yeah, I think so. Where'd he go? There he is. Where... Oh, we can ransom him. Yeah, no, I would like to... I was looking for the thing to transfer vassals. That should pop up, right? Maybe not. Oh, I probably can't because she's technically not a duke. Well, I could... If I grant her the duchy, I can still build in it. I think. I'll, like, as in the thing, I'll just save real quick just in case, because I don't want to lose Gdansk, like, the ability to make it, but I think it should be for the best to just give her the duchy. And we should be able to upgrade this later when it has more dev, but we hold it. But technically we don't hold the... Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Now, okay, now she owns the whole thing. Pomerania, Visby. Oh, Control 2? Oh yeah, we gotta deal with that. There we go. I'm probably not gonna hold it forever, but it's a nice thing to keep a hold of for now. It's a good little province to hold on to. Could be useful. Especially because I don't really have my eye out for any other province, really. We have Upland. And that's about it for really good ones around the Baltic area. Here, maybe. Runa? I don't really know. That might be a good one. It's got 11 dev. It's not the duchy capital, though, so we can't build the special building. I'll probably try and hold the special, like, capitals of different duchies. That'll probably be the land that we own. Remote, I think... Oh, yeah, oh, that's right. We don't have... Oh, I keep looking back. We don't have windmills. Actually, we have to wait until they get windmills as well. The Pomeranian culture. To be fair, it's about the same amount for both of us. How long is our truce? Is it up yet? No, it's not. How long? For another 3 years. Damn. Midgard is scary. Oh, our horse died. Trusted Tensor is getting... Oh no, she hasn't died yet. She's not swift as it once were, and the fire in her eyes is fading. To keep her lineage alive, I should find a good match for her. What do we have now? No, not that. Agile and enduring. Let's get for endurance. Tedious feats become worse when Clementia suggested a reading from Beowulf. Thankfully, Bolthild, our lover, is just reading Sic et Non instead. I don't know, I like Beowulf. That's just me, I guess. Apparently he's not a fan. Yeah, Midgard is a little scary. And actually, can we marry her off for any good? We could for an alliance with Midgard, but Kingdom of Serbia. Oh. It's matrilineal, so she'll still be in our Rest easy, Tensinder. We have a new one. I think Tensinder... Which horse was that? It was history... Charlemagne's horse, that was it. Let's go for a mythological name. Shamray? Is that how you say that? The double L's. Because I'm thinking of the Welsh name Shoayan, which starts with the double L's. That might be how you say it. Let's go Boreas. That makes sense too, considering, the winter wind or whatever, and we're up in the north. Can imprison him. Why? Dynastic Kinslayer. We've done worse. We can ransom 2 prisoners. Do you want to eat them instead? Baroness Zina and Stefana. No one cares about this guy, apparently. He's a duke. Is he the Duke of all of Yland? Yland? If I were to kill him. Auspex and Dominate, potentially. It'd make all of them hate us. But I'm gonna do it. We're just eating people at this point. She's Malkavian? No. I'll ransom them both. For her. Yeah. And for her. Good enough. And he doesn't like us because we ate his father. Or grandfather, I guess. We have not... It is only a 5% chance, so it's hard to get. Via Ossium. Don't suppose he would ask or allow it now. Hope he will. Nope, he will not. She doesn't like me, but I'm getting there. I'm getting her to like me. She's the Pharaoh. She's a Pharaoh now, huh? Well, that's her name. She is still our Jota and player, and I think she's a berserker. Wow. She is pretty good. She's very good, actually. Nice. 666. Love it. 2 years until our truce is up with them. There is the Fief of the Black Cross, and oh, wow. They are a lot. Our concubine wants a sensual proposal. Just on the castle walls. Yeah, him. How easy would it be to 5%? He wouldn't allow our challenge. We plot to Diablerize, but probably shouldn't. The Slain... Oh, he's called them. Okay. I saw the word Slain in Ulrich, and I got a little worried. Well, this little county here is part of what we need. Pennsylvania. Oh, I see. He's down here, so she's... Okay, yep. I mean, we need this little bit here, so I'm just going to conquer county from you. And we should have the war over before she can even do anything. She might help out, but... Yes, march on the capital, just siege it down. Sway the visit. Let's visit her for a bit and see what we can help her with. We're not very... Actually, we are quite good. I guess we'll try to help her out in the dining hall and pray that we make it worst state. You know what? No, we're gonna commit. Are we stealing? We're not stealing your country yet. It's all the way over here. We will definitely raid it, though. Don't worry. Okay, now we did that. Goodbye. We now give this to him, the Duke. Okay, good. She liked that we helped her. Good. We are able... Okay, good. Hook is expired, that's fine. Go on, go away so I can disband. There we are. One little extra bit. To get Pomerania, we need Santok. Although I guess we could go kingdom with him and invade this, but I would still like to save the kingdom for Midgard, which is getting out of hand. Also the Free State. Escaped Thrall. Oh yeah. A Thrall has escaped. We can attempt to get him back. We'll use our marshal to hunt him down ourselves. Bar. The fiefs are very scary, and I hate them. I don't like how he's looking at us. He has way too much land, and yeah, no, I don't like him. Oh, we can upgrade. Oh yeah. 550? It's worth it. Call to War by Pereslavel against the Vojvodit. Yeah, I'll help out a bit, I guess. You have it. You're good. You're fine. Looking at it, he's converting, he's that. Should we worry about the... We got extra taxes. Should we spread our culture around a little bit, or... Probably not. We should be fine. I'm alright with keeping them as their own culture. I'm not going to worry too much. I don't know what that was. Convert. Finish. Oh. They want the barony of Vastelina. It's a little city out here in Pskov. Lehula. Instead. No, you can have a little city out here. I think the more they expand, the bigger they get, correct? The more cities they have, the Holy Order. I don't really play around with Holy Orders too much, because I either can't recruit them or forget to recruit them. When's my truce up with Novgorod? 6 months. head again? Good. I think we're just going to leave it for now. I want to at least get the increasement to the dev cost, but... Oh, Dynasty Legacy, huh? Knights of Metal and Prowess. +2 Martial. Oh yeah. So we are even better. So even with... Yeah, we have a base of 71. 32 Martial, we're pretty good. Although one of that Martial is from our spouse. Yeah. She's mostly helping with diplomacy and intrigue. Because we don't have a lot of intrigue, especially. A Hades TikTok. Okay, that's... Those aren't words that I thought I would hear today. Unworthy challenge. Brynjolf Rutor. Why am I looking at that? It doesn't matter. We can't breed traits anyway. These are vampires. First I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. While Brynjolf seemed no threat at first, quickly became clear that he'd be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Summoning him became a matter of life and death. I don't know how, considering 18 prowess, 71 prowess, but he's half decent. Yeah, we'll recruit him. We need everybody we can get. Attacking of Latgalians. Of Tartu in the Liberty War. Oh, he's trying to rebel against his own liege. Well, as long as he's still under me, it doesn't matter. I'll probably throw him back under him anyway. Just to keep the borders nice. And attacking... Pack leader... The county of Dikvin up here. We're going to swoop in and get the rest of Estonia, I think. Oh, no, we don't. Our truce is up in like a month. 15 days, yeah. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hitting all the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. You. Okay, even with his allies, though, we might be able to take him on, but we should probably call our people in. I'll go for the Duchy of Estonia, just to finish up our area over here. Ooh. We don't need him yet. Pereslavo, on the other hand, I'll bring in. Grand title? No. I'm keeping Gdansk. Thank you very much. Excellent. Let's just have a little bit of sieging. Just a little bit. Yuriska. Three months, 5 months, yeah. We should be fine. We can easily take it. And if we have to, we can call in... Oops, nope, don't do that. Let's meet them over there. So we can merge and attack. We should probably take them on if we can. And if we are in a lot of trouble, we can just call in Serbia. Which, as we know from our Helen of Troy, Serbia gets very powerful. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Asti. Oh, that's fine. And as long as they're not raiding our actual areas, the place that I hold personally, I don't really care. Although they can kidnap our people, and that can be a bit annoying. Let's just keep sieging. Their capital is currently under attack, so we can't really go for that. Well, we could, but let's try to avoid other armies if we can. There's about 6k sitting on their capital area, so between these three armies. Beneficial deal? Oh. Cool. 64. We just need to get to 90. So, there we go. 91%. Thank you. Bring them back to disband, because technically we are in another war. So this is... We can give him this vassal, correct? Or no, him. He holds the counties, whereas he holds the duchy. Grant you this vassal. Just to clean the borders up a little bit. And, yeah. I'll probably create the kingdom now. We could let it get eaten up into our original kingdom, but I actually want this kingdom so we can technically have 3 for... This one I'm holding for myself. Good. Estonia, Visby, probably Pomerania are the 3 main kingdoms I'm going for to try to forge my own empire. This should go away. It should stay Estonia. Or maybe if they get the duchy as well. I don't know. We don't have enough gold yet. It'll be fine. She's converted to Einherjar. Very good. Yeah, this guy is a menace from what I remember. He gave us so much trouble as Helen. Of course, this game, Helen, not doing so well. Good, victory. I did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're keeping her liking us even though she's, you know, she desires, she wants the council. Too bad she's not that good. She's alright. I probably shouldn't have hit that, but yeah, that was going to happen. Yes, us and our daughter will stop being rivals. What? You look ridiculous, my man. What is that helmet? How tall is your hair? Why do you need that? Whatever. That is ridiculous. He wants to duel us? Yeah, sure. We'll let him live. Him and his ridiculous helmet. We don't have much of a herd left. No. So I will find... I don't know which one. Clergy? I guess. I don't remember the traits we need, and it's a whole thing. Although I guess I could open on my phone, just to have. Any of these people good? A few of them. I usually go for the younger ones, so they last longer, so I have to do this less often. Warrior of the Faith. It's pretty cool. Participated in a great holy war. I'll keep them pinned just to have genius. And a nun, or a monk. Let's begin herdifying. If you're looking at them... Her. Let's start with her. I think she might be the one we need. I really don't remember the traits we need for different resonances, but I really need melancholy. Organized march, movement speed, and screen, retreat losses, toughness. Organized march. Movement speed's nice. Movement speed is nice. Ulvehild. Trusty Mare. Do we still have Agile and Enduring Warhorse. I don't think 2 is the most we can stack to, so no. Oh yes, here it is. Melancholic. I think she's good then. I just pulled up on my phone the... So she has... Craven, which is melancholic, but Calm is phlegmatic. Alice is choleric. Damn. How about Ileana? Ileana is... No. Ellen? No. Sigrid... Again, no. And Freya, not really. Damn. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, because unfortunately we don't have Auspex, so we can't do like we did with Helen, we could pick based on their initial resonance, not have to worry. We have to kind of filter through what we get and try and find something good. Midgard is scary, although actually they're not as strong as they once were. It would give us enough manpower to... I mean... Should we give it a try? I think we should. Just take Sweden. We still have to take bits of this from him, but... I think we should. We can call in our different allies, who are decently powerful. I don't suppose we can make any new ones. We don't have any... No, we actually only have 2 children. They all keep fucking dying. God. That helmet. Yeah, I think we should go for it. Invade Kingdom. Kingdom of Sweden. About 9. He has 10,000 max. We have 20,000 with all our allies. Well, he has a couple allies. Ours are stronger, though. Let's go. Call everybody in. And even pick out a couple dynasty members, too. You. You were quite good. Not you. Kazan? Novasil. I'm going to call in everyone I can, actually. I can't call... He's part of our... Call him against with us. Yeah. And... Yes, that is... We'll call all of them. And with all of our allies and dynasty members, we can potentially do something here. We might go into debt, though, which is my only concern. Well, we should be fine. We have a lot of allies in this. I'm just going to go opening move, go right to his capital. Hope for the best. Looking at the... Oh, yeah. Should be fine. And we'll keep upland for ourselves, hopefully. Ah, shit. We are landing where we're gonna get. How do I... Yeah, retreat. He was waiting on his capital, so... Unfortunate. We're gonna wait for our allies then, I think. Wherever they may be. Oh wait, we can't do our herd anymore because we're away. Well, we could. We could just... Yes, sanguine. Damn it. We could go for little sieges, I guess. Here and there. Oh, we're fighting. That's fine. I just have to hope our allies come in and help us. Which, I mean, we're still good. I'm just going to let them do all the work, to be honest. Just going to take a bit, because they're all over the world. Nominate successor? Oh. Yeah, our daughter, our child, is heir to everything. Just keep it simple. Scotland has been upgraded. It's got a keep. That's where our money went. Yep. It's expensive. It's 550, I think, for a keep upgrade. Minor sieges while I let my allies filter in, and there's a lot of them. Yes, come over here. Join us. Maybe if I move across, everyone else will. Luckily, we don't have to worry about things like, you know, naval supremacy. We can just cross this as we wish. Because if this was, say, EU4, getting to this island would be a pain in the ass. Always is. Being raided, that's fine. Yeah, I don't suppose we can hire it. Yeah, we're not at war with someone of a hostile faith. I think technically he's of our faith. Oh yeah, there's a holy site. I forgot about holy sites. Well, it doesn't matter. We get the bonus if we... Oh, or not. It's just fun to have. I'm keeping Upland personally. Everything else can be divvied up. Slupsk spared. Despite successfully besieging the settlement of... I'm still going to say Slupsk. I don't know what that letter is. It's not... I don't know. It's not a T, not an L. It's not English, so I'm not entirely sure. Our snare troops, resulting looting has been isolated and sporadic. Though your vassals have been spared, the Bleckinger eye your personal domains hungrily. How are we doing? We're still doing good. I don't know where their army is. It's probably been slapped around a bit. Camp disputes. Oh yeah, there's two fighting between our two champions. Let's attempt to deliver a speech about unity to the crowd. It failed. So let's just join and start kicking people's asses. Imprisonment Gila. Gila Odin, so she's actually direct of the Odin line. Discover the most appalling truth about pack leader Thordis. She's... Okay. We're trying to make her like us. Yeah. Not really. What do we do with you? We can't get anything good from you. Could we make her a part of our herd? We can make other vampires part of our herd, I think. Maybe that's an option. She might be melancholy. Hold on. I know... No, it's not. That's phlegmatic is lunatic. That's cleric. Melancholic is gluttony. But arrogant and greedy are both choleric, and being a lunatic makes her phlegmatic. So actually she's wouldn't help us with our pack. Oh well. I really hope they don't siege our capital. I'd like to not lose all of the control we have over it. Here they come. Here they come. Help. 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 Nope. Fucker. We've lost another child. And there goes our alliance. Ugh. Another child is gone, though. That's a bit rough. She was our good one, too. We're still good. We just have to focus our forces again and recover a little bit. Dangerous faction. Black galleons. Whatever. Nothing I can do, so... I guess we're going to put our vote as our only child left. We need to start embracing more people, apparently. We need more children. Just to have. Although they do all have children, so I guess if she dies, then... yeah. Really? Germany? What the hell? When did Germany... okay. They want Pomerania. We'll deal with you in a second. We need to win this war, because we used our kingdom invasion, and we only have one of those. So I'd like it to not go to waste. Even if we lose Pomerania, which I wouldn't like to because Gdansk is there, but even if we do, we're going to get Sweden, hopefully. Alright. It was great to have you around. Hope to see you tomorrow for Pillars, hopefully. It was good to see you. Always love having you around. Have a very good rest of your night. Or try to, at least. What? That's weird. Okay, I mean... if you come back, then you come back, but I don't know. I don't know what you got going on. Okay. You're here in spirit. March with me to the capital. Let's go. To the north. Yes, we finally win a battle. Enforce. Holy shit. We have this. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's go down to, Pomerania, I guess. Oh, we have to start divvying this out, though. Oh, we own this bit, too? What the hell? Okay, we'll deal with that when we get there. Right now, we have other things we need to do. Call on, oh, we have another war for this county? Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll deal with that first. They don't like us because... no real reason. Okay. They just don't like us. Oh, everyone's joined. Never mind. Everything is falling apart a little bit. Yeah, I'll grant you some... Oh, no, these are all... Okay, I see. So which ones do I own directly, then? Deal with that. You. Versus you. Yeah, I'll grant you these. Yep, help you out. Bergaslogan. Maybe this will make her like me more, and she'll leave the faction. Ostergotland. You. I'm going to keep a hold of Upland, but I only want the one province of Upland. I want Sigtuna, the capital. Oh, the Temple of Uppsala is here, too. Very cool. Extra dev growth? Hell yeah. So I guess I can give her... like, that as well? And try to sway her? Norland? You. Grant, Norland. And I guess that one too. So I only want the one. And over here... you... And I can't get rid of that one yet, but I will. So, when I can, I'll give that away. Yeah, converted from Norse to Swedish, probably for the best. Everything's Swedish, so. We're probably going to lose that one down there, but we can always take back Pomerelia, ideally. Yeah, titles being created, Siege 1. Does he want White Peace yet? Can we just... fuck off. Okay, let's deal with that real quick. And then we need to head down to the mainland. Well, actually, this is what am I saying? This is the mainland. Technically. I don't want to waste any more time with you, so just White Peace, please. Thank you. Now you rent that. Get out of here. Good. Wow. Invasion CB. Very good. Very powerful. I can hire them. Yes, I can. Okay, army, rally point. Hire a free 2,600. You, I'll throw in her. She's quite good. We try to cross the river. Yes, we can. I would like to at least White Peace this one. If we can. I'd love my allies to come swing by. But we can call them. We can call them in for a little bit of renown. We have plenty. So I'm going to call... Maybe not you. You might not be worth it. He will still accept, even though we just kicked his ass. Okay. Interesting. What's the thing? Are they like... Where's the thing? Oh, is there not a... Okay. There's not a thing that says don't attach to me or something, is there? No. Because the AI likes to attach itself and it's helpful sometimes. Right now, don't know how helpful it is. But I brought in all those allies because I want to be sure that we don't lose this one. I'd like to be certain. Ah, damn. Maybe we shouldn't. Nope. Don't chase them in yet. Wait for allies. There are a lot of them. In we go. Let's go. We got this. Maybe, yeah, we got this. We have good advantage, too. Kind of outdo them with advantage. Guess we should go all... Oh, that's a long way. We're gonna die. You know what? Fuck it. Let's head all the way into Germany. Into the heart. The Roman relic. Proconsul Julia Antasia. She's very old. 1,278 years old. Wow. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. Someone... Okay. I forgot that we put a assassination target on someone. Oh, it's a lot of dynasty members. How's gonna be usurped, created? Yeah, when we have the gold, we're going to make a ton of titles, but right now... What a white piece. Because they won't accept that, so... How about a white piece? That'll do. I was part of... I see. So just part of the fiefs. That's not that as bad then, I guess. We're going to keep Sigtuna, and I'm going to raise its control. So this one we can just give away. I'm going to give it to him, since, you know, there you go. In Sigtuna, I can upgrade this because it's just prestige. Pretty good. The walls of Sigtuna. The delegation from Sigtuna slowly flies out of my private chambers, our long meeting finally over. The petitioners beg for money to repair the crumbling walls of the holding, and invoked my lordly duty to help them. Showed my fingers on the table, pondering whether to send them funds. Good fortifications are hideously expensive. Of course, if the walls are crumbling anyway, could always divert their existing stipend to more personal matters. 65. Get some stewardship and professionally rebuilt walls. Attempt the stewardship challenge. No, I'll help rebuild the walls. Yeah, why not? Deft diplomacy. Our truce, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think we're ready to fight him again. To be honest. We could try. We're not really in a position. Do we not even have any allies anymore? We have one who has not a lot. We need more children. Well, we can... Any of these any good? No. So I guess we're going to herdify then. Yeah. Just bring them in, just because. We need to find people. I don't suppose we have any good mortals in our court, do we? They're easy to find. Our courtier and lover. No, no, we already made her a ghoul. That's right. A courtier who's being made into a herd. There's her, who's not very good. Brynjolf, he's alright. Actually, he's alright. Decent stats. We need a child. Bring him in. Embrace. We are down to 1. We had 6. Karin here is... Yeah. She's keeping our alliance with him alive, and he's pretty good, so... Happy with that. Oops. Yeah, I didn't forget this paused. Going against Midgard for duchies like Skåne. I don't really think we're in a position to... Actually, they're weak too, though. Want to risk it? No, I think we should recover. We should recover. We had a lot go on there. She just hates us. Yeah, she's not happy. She does not like celerity. Are you any good? Does anyone want to pay for you? So instead, let's eat. Diablerie. Gives phlegmatic potential of getting celerity or presence. Nothing. Okay. She has presence. Gila Odin. Her I can just recruit. Theodosius Mortis Oblivion. Really just looking for celerity. You'll do. Celerity, presence, auspex. Yeah, Mina. Just going through the list, eating as much as we can. You know, her as well. Don't know how long she's been there. She's very old. Soon. Nothing? Nothing. Oh well. We're getting a lot of dread and prestige and piety for doing that, though. So, it's good for that reason as well. Right. I think we should stick to trying to make titles now. Become the kingdom of that, I don't want that to be. Empire. Get out of here. We need a lot more realms. Either have Realm of 120 or actually only 8 more and hold 3 or more kingdoms. Which when we get the Kingdom of Sweden, which we're going to shoot for, and we have this, and we have our own kingdom, so we might be able to make our own empire just that way. In fact, we absolutely can. There's no might about it. Ileana. Phlegmatic, yeah. No melancholy. Yes, bring him in, embrace him. Ah, Alfhild sauce breach. Knows too much. Could kill them. Yeah. Goodbye. Masquerade, we can pay or kill. We can take the stress, because we get less stress just by eating people. Your child still has human ties, friends, family, and such. As for most young vampires, it's very difficult for him to let them go. Obviously, you know better. These feelings are better kept under wraps, as the masquerade is endangered by rash actions around mortals. You don't have to make rash actions with your loved ones. Perhaps it's time for your child to learn to let go of his past. Yeah, it'll make him not like us for a bit, but let's have a little chat with him. Yeah, everyone's converting to Swedish, which, yeah, it's good. A little bit of stress. Luckily, we are athletic, so we can just go run and work off some stress. I think we're also flagellant as well, aren't we? Yeah. Grand sacrifice. Get piety? Maybe. We should do that at some point. Let's see how he performs. Horse enthusiast? Sure. Child make a small mistake during the presentation. Surprisingly, one of your vassals helped cover up quickly enough to not have repercussions. You understand why, when the scheming snake comes to you, telling him that you owe him now. No. I don't know, you shit. County control has been increased everywhere we need it to be. So now... Oh. Psychic invasion. The Duke of Mecklenburg is trying to steal secrets from our mind. Let's just think really hard and resist it. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. It's like blood, it's like sorcery or something, right? Blood sorcery? Yes, abyss mysticism. Fun. Something got built. Was it in Upland? Yeah, it was Sigtuna. Of a city. Night Fear. We're gonna start replacing some of these, I think. So I think, yeah, that helps that hurts dev growth, and I don't want that. It's pretty bad. Another sheep joins. That was Ellen? Yes, it was. Yeah, phlegmatic. Nothing we can do about that. Let's try to find more mortals. Doesn't really matter. Let's look at the traits. Who do we think is more likely to have some of these traits? Chaste, shy, craven, cynical. I think that's honest or humble or something. Gluttony. Okay, yeah. How about some of the clergy? Chaste. Some of the clergy would have chaste, right? No. No. Not really. I'll try you, I guess. Of all of them, he might be the best. I'm looking to create the kingdom title here. We have a poem. Pangs of sadness. When such beautiful countenance is hid from sight, the pain surely feels a personal slight. Without him we're but hollow shells. Our misery festers, our heart rebels. Okay. We lost stress though, I'll take it. Weird. Still have high blood. I don't. Does that go down when we use certain abilities? I think. Yeah, blood surge. Yeah, maybe. Oh no, that just... We should really use that too. When we go into combat, maybe we should use that. Spawn armies too. Ghouls are mass-embraced vampires. We'll think about that. That could be fun. Right now I'm going to raise all his raiders. Now, where, oh where, do we wish to go? Down to Thrace, perhaps? No, they're a little too powerful. Nicaea, though. Let's go to Greece. It's been a while since we've been in Greece. Chaldike, or Chaldika, or whatever. This mine right here. Very good. I'd love to sack Constantinople, but we cannot. Answer Count Fridical of Skara to you. Yeah, I'll transfer vassals around. We can usurp the Duchy of Finland or create our own. Oh, Duchy of Finland, rather, yeah. You know what? I will actually do that, and I'll give it to this fella. I'm just gonna save real quick, because it's been a little while. More lines about... Y'all giving me poems. We have... Isn't there another one? Isn't there another level? Reaver or something? I think it is. I'd like to get to that if we can. Fire and Blood. We've captured people. Yeah. I'm going to eat. I will consume them. Sanguine, damn it. Now, we can make some of them. Can we make her part of our herd? We can, right? Technically. Or are we not? Not specification. Because she has two... No, she doesn't. That trait. No, that's gregarious. That's sanguine. But she does have honest. And she does have contrite. Which would make her a little bit more melancholic, which is what we need. I need melancholic. Scholar, wise one. I'm going to keep her to try to make her a herd if we can. I don't know if problems will come of that, but Greek Gangrel. Her will eat. Potentially get Auspex dominate or presence, but we already have presence. Oh, we got Dynastic Kinslayer. I mean, we've been murdering a lot of people, and a lot of them are technically related to us. Yeah. We've just been eating people. Yes. Yes, yes. We got a new discipline. Presence gives us prowess, supernatural allure, emotional manipulation. Allows Kindred to attract, sway, and control crowds. That could be helpful. And that is a sanguine. We actually can do this. Awe, direct vassal opinion, personal scheme power, or daunt. Considering we just got Kinslayer, let's get awe so people like us a little better. Anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree on subjects where once they held different viewpoints. And we can befriend people. Hell yeah, we finally got a new discipline. I'm very happy with that. And there's still plenty more to go. Many potential snacks. $24. It is rich land down here. It's very good. Now this is this part of Nicaea. They actually don't have that much. Copolis. Okay, so we can kind of have free reign down here, really. Good to know. Nope, they're coming for us, okay. Well, we'll just head down the coast, and if they attack us, they attack us. They really don't have the forces to, though. 75. I want to try to make her a herd to see if we can get melancholy, finally. $21. There's some good ones here, too. What's this? Via Archangel. Angel. Wow. We can get 1,000 maximum loot. That's quite a lot. Quite a lot. We're not going to get that much because also our maximum's going to go down as we do this because we're, of course, we're losing men as we go. But are you any good? Let's check. You might be, actually. Hold on. You have Shy, and you have Craven. Now, Forgiving is Sanguine, but these two are Melancholic. Bleeder is not on the list. So, if we're going to just start herding vampires, those two are potential. I wonder if we're going to have some... Do you think we need a special discipline to herd vampires? I feel like we probably would, right? Because they're a little harder to control than mortals. My wife, Warlady Althern, eagerly brings a man before me. My warlord, let me introduce to Irenaeus, claimant to the county of Verla, which is over there. Nah. We have much easier ways of doing claims. Don't really need him. I don't think we can recruit. We seem to be having a little bit of problems. Not too bad, though. Hope the stream's still good. Might have been some stuttering. Maybe not. Maybe it was just on my side some issues with the bitrate. Who knows? Fire and Blood. We don't get the option anymore for skilled laborers for home. You. Ignatius. You will be eaten. Auspex and Celerity. I would love either of those. Fortunately, we did not get them. It appears to be unstable connection. Apparently. Are we good? Is it all good? Oh, it's skipping around. It is. It's skipping around. I guess we'll just wait and see if that buffs itself out. If it gets any worse, I might have to do something about it. $11, $17, okay. Yeah, our maximum is down to 800 something. So we're losing men. Mostly because we are taking attrition being in this area. Problem is, having such a large army, there's nowhere really we can get that's going to give us supply. Well, we've raided half of Greece, so... Well... How's it looking? It's still a little bit of an issue. Okay. And ransom 3 people. You... I can get rid of. But you... And... You... Or wait, did I accidentally get rid of... Oh, I think I might have got rid of one of them. Bitch. Oh, well, we have one. I was looking at the wrong portrait. Yep. Oh, well. We hopefully can do it. Yes, we're going to lose some stuff, though. Hit and run. Yeah, yeah. So, back home we go. Just anywhere, really. There's a thing. Yeah, her. We can create new titles. I'm still waiting for the Kingdom of Sweden. Yeah, she replaced, but we'll get back. You'll see. It's fine. It does seem to have an issues. Okay. Just save real quick. What is causing this? Okay. No, nothing's downloading. It might not be on my side. It might be Twitch again. Huh. How are we doing? Okay, let's see. Let's wait a moment and see. Damn, it's still doing it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go... I think I'm gonna go on a quick break then. A 5-10-ish minute break and see if this can buff out. See if maybe there's something I can do. So, I will... just leave that so we can go to this. I will be right back. I'll see you 5-10 minutes. Alrighty. Hello, hello. Welcome back. I am trying to fix the issues, but nothing's really working. There's only so much I can do. I don't think it's on, like, my end. Not really. It's... This is all set. It's all... Yeah, I don't really know how to... It's having the issue, and the only thing that's happened before is just letting it fix itself. Yeah, it's not a lot we can do. Try to power through, and if it gets much worse, which it looks like it's pretty bad. I mean, I don't even know if y'all can hear me properly. It's probably choppy, huh? Oh yeah, that's bad. That's very bad. Wow. Huh. Um, ways to fix. I could try to restart the stream entirely, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. And then still looking at that, it's still doing it, I think. Just move around, so yeah, it's still doing it. Fucker. Why you do this? Oh jeez. Make sure that people grovel appropriately, my dear. Yeah, but I don't want anything to happen because it's bad. I apologize. I don't... This happens from time to time, and there's really not a lot I can do about it. Oh yeah, no, that's awful. Everything else fits, though. Or works. I fear... I can try to restart the stream. That's the last thing I can try to do, I think. If that doesn't work, who the hell knows? Let's see if maybe... Oh, maybe. I'm just watching to make sure. I don't want to have to restart it, because that's a bit of a thing. Although it's relatively simple, actually, isn't it? Okay, that it might have worked itself through the issue. Ah, you fucker. Know it. Well, okay, I'm gonna restart the stream. I'm just gonna. I already don't know how to say that again. So I will restart the stream, I guess, and we'll be right back. Right, so I think that fixed it. Cool. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Yes, I think we're good. I think we are good. Just take a look around while we wait. Shishia, White Exiles, Sang. It looks good. Okay, so restarting it, I think worked. Very good. Very cool. Okay, here we are then. Let's continue. Let's bring our little army here back. Wow, yeah, it is. Our army is dying. We have 1,000 though. Wow. We have 1,000 out. Brought back 609. Okay, yeah. I'm going to reclaim. I'm going to create the title. It is mine now. We now have 3 kingdom titles. The Kingdom of Visby, Estonia, and Sweden. And they should go back to how they were before. We could go for Midgard. I mean, we have to wait for army to recover before we do anything else. We can also make a few duchy titles. I don't know if I will, though. I don't know if I... Can we herdify you? Potentially. It's difficult. She is... Yeah, I think she's older than us. Yeah. Visby. Oh, that's right, Sigtuna. We have 2 courtiers talking to each other. Imprison Ellen. Yeah, they're fine. I want to replace Night Hunter. Night Fear, Night Hunter. With something else. What? I'm not sure. But something else. We have the Rabble Mercenary Influence. Barracks, City, Temple of Uppsala. This one I might put... Oh, we can't do Remote Haven yet. We can do Burgers. Parts with a bit of prestige, but we have... Yeah, fine. So I'm actually going to replace it with that. Visby cannot. Gdansk can build new. I might put another Ashen Knight. No, I don't want to spend 400. It's a lot. Control growth is still fine, but this will... Yeah, let's upgrade that. Gdansk, we're going to keep a hold of Gdansk for as long as we can, hopefully. Call to war. The White God. Quite the name. Sure, I'll join as a defender. I don't know how much I'll be doing, but we have quite a lot of our own to deal with. 8,000 total, though. I would like to snag at least Skåne here off of them. Well, I mean, ideally, I want all of at least the Baltic. That's kind of my idea. Respected expert? Yeah, let's be respected. We'll make our own empire. It's probably going to hold the entire kingdom of Denmark This little chunk of Germany, Pomerania, Visby, Estonia. This chunk of Novgorod, bit of Finland. I don't know if I'll go up. I at least want the Baltic coast and adjacent areas. Is the vague idea of our empire. And to see if we can hold it. Because later on, a lot of stuff happens. A lot of rebellions and Inquisition cells. Actually, we're getting kind of close to that point too, aren't we? Plus, I don't actually know. We have like 100 years left, I think. We'll see what we can manage. If nothing else, I'd like to form an empire and nab this. And this one province. I would love this one province off of the fief. But they are powerful. Very powerful. Very scary. Are there any that wish to join? Romania? Yeah, it's not matrilineal, so it's our house. And it gives us a pretty decent alliance, too. 6,000. Let us... Who do we think... Look, I still think clergy might be the best bet. Who do we think for these traits we need? I feel like the clergy is still the best bet to go, because flagellant, the one I don't. It's the symbol is the little confessional booth. I don't contrite. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna keep doing that. And I will note them. Still pin a couple just to have, but actually, no, I shouldn't. Sven. No. Clergy's not working. Okay. We've searched clergy quite a few times, and none of them have had what we need. So. I have to search for something else. Plus, we are still 4 years to hertify her. Wow. It's based on our diplomacy, huh? Can we... Blood Surge... Learning... Intrigue, Stewardship, Diplomacy. So by boosting this... It should give us an extra 8. Surge. Yes. Alright. That didn't affect our... Oh, it did it. Increased our potency to 8. Or did we eat enough that we actually increased the generation? Are we generation 6 now? We used to be 7. So we might be a 6 or even a... Probably not a 5. We're probably not a Methuselah. So that being said, though, we did eat quite a few, and some of them were rather old. You... It's hard to tell sometimes, yeah. Some of them were old. I think we might be a generation 6 now. $62 years. I would like to see if we can get her. And if she's even good. She might not even be... Because there's a good chance that she's... With contrite and honest, she has 2 melancholic traits compared to 1, I think, sanguine. Yes, gregarious is sanguine and trusting is phlegmatic, but honest and contrite are both melancholic. Pilgrim is nothing. Journaler's nothing. Herbalists, no, none of these are it. So we should be good. We should have melancholic with her. Hopefully. We don't really have... I'll put it on her of Karen, or is he any better? He's actually pretty good. He's martially, he's alright. He's Berserker. Yes, so Brynjolf. But we need more children. Oh, I should have actually looked when I summoned those people. I don't think any of them were good, though. She's part of our herd. Sven... No, none of them were good. No. Yep, victory, I did nothing, so... We can create more titles. We can get 3 of them. Estonia, Smolensk, Upland. I don't know why that's... It shouldn't be turning over. I hope that it's because we need the kingdom titles. Then again, we might make the empire before we even have to worry about that, so... How is Midgard doing? Defending for the Duchy of Lapland. Lapland. Sigtuna. What is this? We need... Oh, we need higher dev. Okay, yeah, we can do that. It's not a lot, but... Nope. My player over there went... Man, it's all the technical difficulties today. There we go, we're fixed. Yeah. I think we should go against them. Conquer Skåne. Yes. And I will bring in both of my allies. I think we can handle it with just them, but you never know. We might need more. Which one am I leading? I would like to lead you. First, we have to remove me in charge. You. Switch around, do that. We're fine. We're good. Just a quick little war and... Well, it was Denmark for a lot of its history, but this is part of Sweden, I think. All in all. Norale? Oh, up there. There we are. Arnold de Serval, Archpriest of Velinus, until he found that a career as a mercenary was more to his liking, Arnold formed the first Great Company, led it to Provence, which had avoided serious damage in the war. Before long, the mercenaries had turned it into a wasteland. In 1358, the Archpriest ensured his infamy by essentially taking the Pope hostage, from the papal seat in Avignon, demanding 20,000 florins to leave the region. After that, Arnold largely went back to legitimate mercenary work. During his career, he had made many enemies, as such had volunteered to join a crusade far away from France. The logistics part of this campaign is shaky, though. Archpriest is now stranded not too far from your area of influence. How the hell did he end up here? Oh, well, I guess crusades, they're going on a crusade in the north. That is actually... Yeah. Come to me. I will, as soon as we're done with this war, I'm going to embrace him, because we need more children. We need more childer. Childer. Where are you landing? Yes. Can we catch? Oh, we just not in time, huh? Fucker. Yep. Okay. Army was a little caught out there. In fact, all of them are, apparently. Her. Ransom. Not even for 150? Oh, because we're at war. I see. Well, I think they get released anyway, don't they? So actually, maybe we shouldn't care. We should have enough now. Getting psychically invaded again. Mine has been breached. Uh-oh. He might try to blackmail us now, because we have some... We have a couple secrets. Most notably the fact that we regularly crunch on other vampires. Lover at Balfield gets to hear many things in her comings and goes at court. Some very interesting stories about what my guest Friedrich does in the shadows. Okay, 6th generation secret. That's not really like a scandalous secret, but it's a decent secret, though. We know how powerful he is. I think we ended up becoming 6th generation as well at this point. It's hard to keep track of. We did eat a lot of vampires. We'll probably eat another one. No. She doesn't have anything that we want. Are we able to blood surge? No, not for a while. Oh, the Free State. Oh, we're at war with him as well. Is he allied? Yeah, he's allied. We should probably go for more... Yeah, some better sieges. Let's go to his capital. Oh, what the hell? Really? They're trying to take everything. Well, shit. Yeah. This should be fun. Okay, let me just check. I mean, we are doing well there, but I kind of need them to defend my mainland. Dynasty members, who is the most powerful? Oh, Odin One Eye. He's an actual vassal now, huh? The Hun of Ural. The Valkyrie of Lapland. You all call in, yeah. Jomtaland. You. I'm going to call in as many people as I can. White Rus. Hey, you know what? Let's call in a bunch of them. I'm going to keep trying to take this war on, but I'm hoping that they can help me. That's a lot of this. I called a lot of people into this war. But I'm hoping that I can at least get this war wrapped up, because we have... They don't have a lot of forces. We should be fine. Ontisfor Lukanik. Coming from a family of Novgorodian boyar, Ontisfor has been elected Posadnik mayor city several times. First appeared in your Aegis report when he led the city's troops against the recent Swedish invasion, managing to do quite well despite being disadvantaged. Not only a soldier, he's also reformed the office of Posadnik, creating a new ruling collective of several members, first in Novgorodian politics as far as you know. with such a skill set could certainly be useful to your worthy cause. Yeah, I would like to end some kind of war. Because I would also like to embrace these people, but I can't if I'm not home. So... I will actually switch out for that. Oh shit, yeah. I didn't even notice. I have hit 10,000 prestige. It's really easy to do when you're a very powerful, long-lived vampire. So I don't think it's as much of an achievement. Let's start with her. We're in the same area. Let's embrace her. This is the Princes of Darkness mod, which, if you're at all familiar, yes, yeah, it's in that one, Princes of Darkness. It is a ton of fun. It's honestly probably my favorite mod for any Paradox game I've ever played, and that's saying a lot because I've played a lot of them. A lot of conversion mods. Which of our people do we think could have a tutor? Probably our Steward. Ooh, yes. I would love to play... I'll probably end up... Whenever we eventually finish Prince of Darkness and, you know, all the... Oh, fuck. Something got sieged. I'll probably do After the End as well at some point, yeah. I haven't played that one for quite a while, but I remember it being very good. Can we just white piece you? I'll come back for you later, Skona. We kind of need to do this. Yes. Yeah, that's right. It isn't actually in CK3 yet, is it? We can't eat her. She won't give us anything good. It'd be good. We also played before this the Lord of the Rings mod for CK3. It was a lot of fun. It had a lot to go before it's a full overhaul, but it's a lot to do. It's Lord of the Rings. It's Middle Earth. It's a lot to make. That one was fun too, though. But this one, I love this one. This has been a ton of fun. Maybe it's just because I'm biased and I love vampires so much. Although, to be fair, I'm also a massive fan of high fantasy, especially Lord of the Rings, so... Should we go for it? Everyone, come on, help me out, help me out, help me out, help. Maybe it's gonna be close. Yeah, right now, kind of busy. Kind of busy. Please help. Hey, reinforcements, come on. Oh, shit. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Worrying about nothing. I love the fact that it went down to 25. That's because in this mod, the knights are key. Knight effectiveness is very important. Very... Yeah, it's... Because if you think about it, each knight is a super powerful vampire that can take on hundreds, if not thousands, of basic levies. No, I don't want him to convert. So my voice is a little messed up right now. It's that time of year where voice is scratchy, rough. Damn winter. Yeah, go wild. Behave yourself in there. Don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass the family. Yeah, let's pile in. Now, if we were to go for white peace, which I think we can get now, it would just be that. If we try to enforce, they pay 2,200 to us. Do we want to try to get a little greedy? Perhaps, perhaps. There we go. We have one more son. We have another son. The Archpriest. And then we're going to have a daughter soon, too. We have the Fascination Banking. What was that doing? Dev growth. That was the important part. Dev growth in this mod. Very, very good. Divine Right. Child creation cost is pretty good. We need windmills, I think. That... Yeah. It's windmills we need for a few of our buildings. Although, actually, we could use any of the other building culture techs, innovations. That's the word. Hold off. Count Johann of Luxembourg. Is he good? He has potence, animalism, obfuscate, words. I will. I'll send him off for 75. I could eat him, but maybe not. We have to be careful of her. She might try to... Oh, it actually worked. Manipulate vessel? Okay. We actually have a vampire as part of our herd. And she is melancholic. Absolutely. It makes her hungry. Okay. Very cool. I'll accept I'm probably not helping out too much. I'm kind of busy. Keep an eye on that. Well. We have to get some pretty good sieges, I think. Let's embrace Ontzifor Lukanik. Oh, we should really help. Hold on. Power of the Masquerade. Let's... Okay. Masquerade got a little close there. Yeah, we don't have a lot of... Well, actually, that being said, we could hire them. I'm hiring them. They're mine. I made them. And they can go help out there. Spirited Child is taken to the night like a charm. With an avid curiosity, he's quickly learned on his own the basic knowledge needed to survive in the Canite world. You're appreciative, and also relieved that this doesn't seem to have given him ideas of independence. Yet. The next step is knowing if you will let him continue on his way or try to work close with him for your advantage. You can either get... Ooh, we get +5 to everything, or he permanently gets +5 to stuff. It would make him very good. I'm going to do that, actually, because then he could very easily become our steward, say. Like you. He's not landed, so we don't have to worry about him hating us. And now our steward is 21 stewardship. I hope the music's not too loud. I know I say this every time, but it always feels a bit loud to me. We are getting close. We're nearly there. We're also at war with them down there. Go down and help them out. Just, we have them hired. Might as well use them. Captured you. Fortitude, Auspex. I don't really want Mortis, though. But I could eat you, though, just because. Or ransom you for 45. Maybe I'll eat you just to eat you. Just consume. Diablerize her. If we do... Choleric... Auspex or Oblivion. I'd like to not get Oblivion. Okay, good. A little bit of a chance. Hell yeah. What's this? Oh. So, enforce demands, you give me lots of money. Thank you. Good. We have plenty of money, and we survived another incursion by the Fiefs of the Black Cross, which are becoming a bit of a problem. They really are. And we have another child. Plus two. We have 4 children. In total, we have had 9. 5 of them have died. Honestly, I think I'm going to change up my heir. Because... to him. Estonia, who am I voting for? Her. Okay, no, she's fine. Which actually, the Duchy of Visby should also go to him, because if I do die, and he's my heir, I'd like him to still hold our capital area. But he's a good character. He's very good. Brave, diligent, gregarious, tactician, good stats. If we were to die, which I hope we don't, because we've put a lot into this character, I'd be fine with it. Where's our Holy Order? Have I lost them? Should be somewhere. Them, where is he? Nope, that's not the one. Hired by us, yes. Where is it? I appear to have lost it. Oh, there it is. It was much farther down than I thought. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to hunt you down. Motherfucker. Unfortunately, I'm not great at... Oh, actually. 95%? Hell yeah, I'm killing you. You have been such a pain in my ass. I mean, it's not going to splinter his realm, unfortunately. But it'll give me some satisfaction just to kill him. Because I think we've resisted 3 or 4 holy wars for us from him. When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route out of Monarch Agrippa's castle. Should anything go wrong, a detailed map of the local plains with all its hidden paths and caves would be an invaluable resource. A 60%. It's already at 95% though. But it's only stress, so... Okay, good. So, Romagna versus Emilia. Again, I'll join. Probably not doing a lot. We do that a lot. I'm not helping her. I don't really. Should be fine. So might as well create some of these just to do so, I guess. And give it to... you? Oh, she actually ended up owning it all. Fair enough. This might make her dislike me a bit, because she might end up being too powerful. The Duchy of Upland. Create. I think, do we technically hold too many? No, we're fine. I think. And this one. Which one of you do I like the most? Or rather, likes me the most? Too many duchies? No, it's fine. You, and you already... I'll give it to you. Why not? There we go, and we... Good. We don't hold too many duchies. We have Upland, we have Visby, and oh, that's right, we don't own that. We just own Gdansk. We're fine. We're good. And I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to use some of this money to upgrade our stuff. We can't upgrade this yet. We don't have hoardings. Oh, we can upgrade the Temple of Uppsala for 1,000. Uppsala Cathedral. A lofty cathedral built to rival the most splendid constructions of southern Europe, Uppsala Cathedral serves as the burial site for some of the most prominent monarchs of Sweden. It contains several saintly relics. Increases tax, levy, holding tax, dev growth. Monthly prestige per night. Monthly... I think that's worth it. It's expensive. Oh, there's a Prince of Darkness update in February, is there? I didn't actually know that. That's... I can't wait either. I wonder... I should check it out. I wonder what it will entail. Anyway, go away. Go away, Holy Order. You can do whatever you want now. Also, I wonder... I don't actually follow it too much. I wonder when the new expansion DLC for CK3 comes out, because that's probably going to break a lot of mods. Ah, shit. They exposed it? Shit. Quarter leave dev? Okay. I wonder... Yeah, I wonder what it'll entail. I'll have to check that out, actually. I'll go on Twitter or the mod page and check it out. I love this mod. It's honestly probably one of the best mods I've played. Again, I might be a little biased because I just love the World of Darkness. I've always loved Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop. 95% chance. Goodbye. He's dead by the bite of a viper. I don't know if a viper would do much against a vampire, but it works. It's fine. Fuck you. His kid's in charge now. It did nothing. It was just for personal satisfaction. I saw that they have a Discord, actually. I briefly joined it to, like, fix a couple issues, but I don't really use Discord, so I didn't stick around for it. I don't use Discord for anything. I don't actually really even know how it works. I have one just for, like, a couple friends. That's about it. Like a little side project thing. But I saw it. And I seen it on the Twitter as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. Brown... The blue's a little hard on my screen. One and only. The brown. I don't know what you would prefer to be called. The brown doesn't exactly sound flattering. Thank you so much. If you're interested in the CK3 and only the CK3, we do this every Tuesday usually. I only did it on a Wednesday because I couldn't stream yesterday. But I did not want to miss CK3. Their rating, yeah, we've seen that one a few times. The Holy Order just keeps expanding. That's good for us. That means they're getting more and more. A whole 9 holdings? Wow. Getting pretty good. We can ransom her. We could also release her. It feels a little bit fucked up that we're using her as our herd and keeping her in prison, but I think that's the only way to keep her here. Primbo Prezzies. That's... I like those words. Never heard anyone call him that before. Alright. Time to lurk. Good luck. Good luck getting Christmas presents. It's a bit crazy out there. I went to the store yesterday after I did my things. It's a little mad. Masquerade. Visby. But we have blood potency 8, which is pretty good. That's why I think we went up. Because we had maxed 7 before. So I think we went up to 6th generation. Oh, we have so many men now. We can take Midgard on again, but we have a truce. Yeah. Trying to take Lapland from him. Okay. Should we go for Novgorod or should we go for Mecklenburg? Clean them up. Let's go for Mecklenburg. Let's go for Mecklenburg. Wait, how the hell are you up here? Aren't you supposed to be down here? Hold on. No. Yes, no. Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm thinking of the guy that starts in Rome. Maybe he's a different guy. Either way, let's go conquer the last of this. Just walk in. We have more than enough men. We actually probably don't even need all this army, but it'll make it quick. Yeah, 2 months, easy. So we have... Where is it? Military engineer. Is he commanded? If we could capture him, I will absolutely eat him. I would love to Diablerize him. I doubt it. I doubt it. Both strategies. Nope. I doubt, yeah. Would have been fun, but... Although if he becomes our vassal... I could try to imprison him somehow. It'll make everyone mad, though. Okay, no, he won't. I'm just going to keep him pinned. I'm curious as to where he goes. Disband. Ooh, Rugen. I could keep a hold of it. I don't think it's the capital of the duchy, though. No, that is... I mean... Yeah, Wismar here. County of Mecklenburg for the Duchy of Mecklenburg. Makes sense. We can create this duchy. And I can grant it to... You know what? I like your name. Ulfbot. Alright. Now we do have to take Midgard on for the rest of the duchy. Which maybe we'll do. Well, first I'm going to try to get Skona from them. Warlord Halvard Firemane, the Wrath of Odin. It's offering us Agnes von Stad. Sure, we'll take a concubine. Doesn't really matter, because we can't have Babby, so... can have as many as we want. We don't have to worry about children messing up succession laws, which I remember being a main issue. Because, other than, again, we aren't true Viking. We don't have the... We're primogeniture. We started as it, which makes things a lot easier. But I wonder where he went. He's down here. Too far away. Okay. Well, I'll keep him pinned, just in case. Realm Court Prisoners. You have nothing really to offer us. Dominate. Obtenebration. No, I don't really care about either of those disciplines. I'm looking for specific disciplines, namely celerity. Oh, we have a melancholy. I didn't even notice. Namely, I want celerity. I would like auspics, words, and going down this. Whoever of these, let's go down fortitude, resilience, prowess, diablerized scheme resistance, murder scheme resistance. Endowed with supernatural endurance, the user's physical resolve is strengthened, or blood bond scheme resistance, sway scheme resistance. Mythic ability to resist any attempts to sway them through mundane charms, coercions, and wiles. Let's go for resilience. Make us a little more, yeah, just imposing. If we pick up either of these, we have 4 phlegmatic traits waiting. Our prowess is now 73. It's pretty ridiculous. It'd be 75 if we weren't flagellant. It's fine. I mean, health penalty, don't care. We have all of these, so... we don't ever have to worry about getting sick, I imagine. When's our truce with Midgard up? It's over now. Very cool. All high 1 against... yeah. Declare, conquer... let's try to take back... let's take Skåne again. Maybe this time we won't be interrupted. I will call my allies just because. We have so much prestige to spare. We can actually create the Kingdom of Pomerania, apparently. Which I will, just because. Nice, we have... I think that's our 4th kingdom title, technically, because we have our own one that we made. So if we go to war with the fiefs, we can go de jure kingdom and nab 3. Nope, more than that. Like 6 provinces. Let's build our army up. Wonder which one of these would have this. This one does. Okay, this one has the siege weapons. Let's just try to get away with little sieges to start with. Wait for our allies to show up before we march into the mountains. Well, he doesn't have that much, so... yeah, even with his allies, he has 4,200. Fuck off. I hate you. You always do this. 225. I don't want to go in debt. A draft, or draft. Who knows? Actually, I think technically it's draft, but I've always said draught, and I'm probably wrong, but hey, what else is new? It's one of those things of only reading words and never learning how to say them. They're coming for me. Let's merge into one. Just one big army. We'll siege this down, and then we'll go smack them around up there. We have twice as many units. Or 4 times, depending on if their other army gets involved. So it should be fine. Yes, they don't like being in the snowy forest here, huh? Taiga? No. Bad. Alright, we'll just siege for a bit. If they decide to split up, we'll take them on. And meanwhile, our allies should be arriving at some point, hopefully. 20, 19, 18, 15, etc. We have when we get the money, we should really upgrade our men-at-arms, actually. It's been a long time since we've messed with that. I don't think we can get Ghoul Cav yet, though. Oops, that's the wrong one. No, that's the next one. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Oof. Don't suppose there are any allies coming to help. Allies? Help. Please. Just late. Well, they won it anyway, but we did get smacked around a bit. Really? Shit. Pomerania. This duchy here. Actually, we'll keep all of the kingdom the same, just in case we die. We don't want to lose anything. Let's just go up to the mountains. Maybe we can... He's marching with his army, though, because he's a powerful warrior type. I'm going to let my allies take care of this. I'm just going to go start sieging and hope for the best. There's a single knight here. One individual. 3 months to siege down a mountain. Yeah. Winter mountain fort. Not bad. Belgunute. Are you any good? Dominate, Auspex, Obfuscate. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Actually, first, I'm going to Blood Surge for Prowess, which makes me hungry. A little bit, not by much. And then I will eat him. Execute. No new traits. Okay. Only a 5% chance, but you never know. You can get lucky. Let's just siege down parts of his country. Because they're doing a pretty good job down here. Well, hopefully, kind of. We have a new perk. I don't think we can do anything with sand. Oh, we can. Never mind. We have presence. That's right. Lingering Kiss. Kiss of a vampire induces near ecstasy in mortals. This power leaves other kisses in the dust. Mortals fed upon by the user become addicted to the kiss, obsessing over, even seeking the vampire out for repeated feedings. When you hunt, choose to add victims to your herd or daunt. Dread gain. Instead of attracting people, the vampire uses presence to repel. This power, the user appears threatening and exudes an aura of menace, powerful enough to make most mortals avoid their attention. Even vampires think twice about acting against them. I'll get that. We've been using a bit of dread, so I'll try and roll with that. No. I will not be threatened. Who are the independence factions? It's just over here, is it? These two. Okay. Fuckers. You know what? I'm gonna let my allies deal with the war. I'm gonna go deal with this rebellion. They got it. Hopefully, maybe. Oof. Do we think we can take them on? Maybe. Probably not. Well, that being said, now it looks like we managed to. Bad romance. You didn't think you had it in you anymore. You're not sure how or why, but the simple peasant has captivated you for quite some time. Could this be the remnants of mortal lust or something more? You aren't sure, but tonight you must make a choice. Will you introduce your newest pet to the court? At the risk of breaking the masquerade, or do the right thing? Beautiful, wrathful, gluttonous. No, we have to end it. We can't risk too much masquerade either. And it's now level 0, which, perfect. Let's go down to their capital. And I'm just hoping that my allies will do something for me, but relying on the AI, probably not smart. But they're kind of doing it. New martial perk, absolutely. I want to keep going down to strategist. It's taking a long time because we are vampire and it takes a long time. That's just part of it, I think. Way to balance it, I suppose. Being so old. The cathedral's been built. Hell yeah. Well, it doesn't help when it's under siege, but that is by our vassals at Finland. Yeah, some kind of blood power. They keep trying to take my mind away from me. I'd really love if they would... We're gonna have to do it ourselves, I guess. This war against Midgard. Only a nightmare. I wake screaming, my heart beating fast. I'd been chained naked, or collared, while a dozen men and women with the heads of goats descended on me, biting and tearing at my skin. Suddenly I was one of them, ripping my own flesh with sharp teeth, swallowing scraps, drinking blood, slurping. This is very strange. Never felt anything as horrifying when I saw the life leave the eyes of my ravaged body. It was only a dream. Uh-oh. Do we want to become a cannibal? Well, I mean... I guess we'll go with the piety. I feel like going cannibal, as fun as that would be, might hurt us in the long run because I doubt people will like it. Even though we're a vampire, I guess they would frown upon eating humans, right? Like the flesh. Blood is fine, flesh is a no-go, I guess. Alright, let's wrap this war up. This, as long as, if the war score ticks one higher, we can piece them out, yeah. Enforce demands. Thank you. Go away. Yes, throw him in prison. Her, too. We'll deal with you after the war. We have a little more to do. We have a little more busy. Although I'm probably just going to eat both of them if they're half decent. We could release them, but they don't even have the money to release, so... They have a lot of land. It's a lot of stuff to siege. Actually, let's see. Does he have anything good? He doesn't... I mean, he has advanced to dominate. She has nothing. Him... If I were to eat him... 10% chance of dominate. Damn. Well, now, Finland here is owned by someone else who probably doesn't like me because I ate his dad. So I'll make sure that he likes me. Lat galleons. The heir is Ilmi Kuru. This is probably one of my favorite CK2 songs. Raiders, yeah. Are we going to steal their loot? No, because they didn't siege us. Or maybe they didn't have any loot. That might also be true. Again, there we just need, I think, one more siege and we should be fine. Yes. So, enforce, and we get Skona here. I do like this little island, but it's also not the capital, so... Yes, above the domain limit, we can usurp it, but we don't have the money. So instead... I'm going to grant this guy these two. And when we get enough money, I'll create the duchy and... yeah. Who'd ransom her? She has been causing us problems, but... You know what, I'll let her out. Maybe she'll be more reasonable in the future. And if she does it again, then we kill her. Simple as that. Fighting in a war. We'll get it at some point. Doms, we could upgrade all these, but... I don't think we have... It's another phlegmatic. So we're going to have so much to do with that when we get the chance. We don't have underworld influence, though, do we? Not here. Or is it just everywhere? No, what the hell? Bit weird. Yeah, I don't know why that's so low. We don't have underworld influence in the city. No. Weird. Kind of weird. I don't... Okay. Ransom for her. No, she's part of our herd, thank you. I will not be giving her up. Can we usurp it yet? Yes, we can. Usurp. Give it to him. Grant title Skona. There you go. And you have now a vassal of your own. Of Blekking. Or something like that. Doing pretty well. Do we have enough to have an empire if we just had the money? Yeah, we just need gold. So there's a form of an obscure law in the county of Satakunda, which states that none but the warlord may be its protector. Oh, he hates me. Yeah, just like his dad. Put him in his place. Get an unpressed claim, or... No, I don't really care. Should we go raid? I think we maybe should raid for some cash. Oops, nope, that's wrong. Disband. let it go back up to top, and then we're going to raise them all as raiders instead. Oh wait, men-at-arms too. I'm going to use a lot of the money we get from this to men-at-arms, I think. Undisciplined recruits. We can make him like us by potentially teaching him how to do... No, he just... Oh, well. You versus you. I want to raise all his raiders now and accept, because I can't accept... Shit. Can I not? Are they not raiders? Fucker. You know, whatever. Fine. Costs 45 to increase the wolves. But I will. I'll put them with the 4. Yeah, these are expensive, the Huskarls, but I'm going to increase the Vigmen up to 4 as well. They're pretty good. They're little archer boys. They're spearmen, heavy infantry. These count as light cav, which is pretty nice. Our poor horse. Oh, we're in debt. We spent it on a horse. Horses are expensive, though, so, yeah. We're at war. We have to wait till we're out of war to go raiding. Boreas. We have new little horse. Shamray, sure. Now let's go with King Arthur's horse. I wish we could, what the hell was the name of Odin's horse? I wish we could get that one. The six-legged horse. I don't actually remember what its name was. Maybe I'll look it up. Sleipnir. Okay. Is that how you pronounce that? 8-legged, not 6. Okay, it's 8-legged. Sleipnir. Something like that. Never thought the man could have too much passion. Seems life has proved me wrong. Sometimes it feels like my spare time is nothing but gazing at the stars alongside Bothild. Come up with those charming compliments for Althair. Or walking the garden with Clementia. We have to let some of them go. Well, I'm pretty sure 2 of these are... No, she's a concubine. I'll let her go. Just... yeah. Go away. We have 2 now. 2 lovers. Our wife and just a random ghoul. A courtier that we made into a ghoul. We can maybe make new alliances too, can't we? Kingdom of Germany. I mean, it would keep them from... It would keep them from declaring on us again directly, but... Jomtland... A vassal of Midgard. The Free State. Yugra. How about Jomtland? And for our other child... Okay, he's already... That's right, we married him off to Romania. I'm very, very happy with what we managed to get here. I think I'd like to expand a bit more before we fully create our empire. But... yeah. I'm thinking... perhaps this. Grab... Viken, Mecklenburg, Holstein, Schleswig, Jylland, Sealand, all of this. This, gotta protect the horse. And then I think only Finland... Really only Finland, this little bit of Karelia, Novgorod, and then because I don't really care about up here or over here too much. So I might just grab those as our Empire's borders. Defending... Because he's allied to Midgard, that's right. It sees the rest of the duchy of Finland, which I might, because then we just need this. Or should we? No, we don't have it yet, do we? We do not have divine right. Let's start working on that then. Let's start working on getting claims. Because then I can pick. So I only do one war with them. Also, oh, that's right, we can't. We're in a war. Damn it. There's a lot of other things around. Oh, Alexander Peresvet. You are casually following the news in the mortal world. It seems the Russian mortals are doing their best to free themselves from the Mongols' yoke. It's a little concern to you, but war often breeds useful talent. And as such, your agents have been keeping an eye on things. The latest discovery was one Alexander Peresvet, monk that fought a duel at the start of the recent battle against a Tatar champion. Ended in a draw. The agents barely saved the mortal before the battle begun. Clearly, this warrior is a brave and committed soul. There's few are those willing to risk their lives as such. Use him as a champion of your own, or perhaps even embrace him. Could. I'll bring him in. You know what? Fuck it, yeah, let's embrace him. Let's get more children. We need childer. Click the button. So I'm going to use this to nab 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab Novgorod. Grab this bit of Midgard. The Black Cross. Truce with Midgard ended. Okay. Go back to war with them. Defending against the Kingdom of Denmark. I'm going to let them... do that. One of our guests has tried to romance us. No, thank you. Craven Champion. Our wife? No, she's our wife. She can stay. She's pretty good as well. I mean, she's not great. She's, well, actually kind of... She's not great at a lot of things, but she does help out a little bit. We could probably find a better wife, but it's fine. Control's good everywhere where we need it. Yep. Shamray, Trusty Stallion. Well, we have it already maxed, right? Enduring and Agile. I think we can only have 2. I'll see if we can get extra. I'll see if that helped. No, just checking. No, we can only have 2. Okay. Good, victory. That means I can actually raid now. Which I will. Now the question is, where do we want to raid? We did Greece last time. That turned out pretty well. But now it looks like they're getting a little too big and powerful, although that's not that bad. Back to Sardinia. Bit of Italy. They're a little powerful. We'll skip around. Tunis could be good. Regardless, we're going to the Mediterranean. 61. Yeah, let's start with Cagliari. Sorry, Helen. We keep going back to you. Yes, embrace him. We have a new child. We'll I still like the balanced education. We should really try the other ones. I don't know what they do. Your new child loves the cloak and dagger ambiance of vampire politics. He's already outwitted some other neonates and shown a serious talent for intrigue. Could push him more towards honing those skills on his own. Could use the help for some pressing schemes you're currently planning. Yes, he can get a little more. This poem again. Wonder if we should make our own religion. Maybe one day. It's a little... I forgot we were swaying him. Go away. Any other irritated vassals? I mean, probably a lot of them. Nope, go away. 9638 of Norland. Yeah, let's sway her a bit. Sway. Do you think Spain has good stuff? What does Spain look like in terms of development as well? It's decent. Southern Spain, especially. Sevilla? Galicia? Barcelona? Yeah, why not? Let's go and start... Let's just go to Portugal and Spain. Let's go to Iberia. Matters of faith. We're gonna teach him to be our path. Yes, see it done. Let's go another one. By the time we get all of this finished, we'll have Divine Right. Which should mean we only have to have one war with the Free State, hopefully. Oh, there's good land down here. Your child always needs something to believe in during his mortal days. As such, you aren't overly surprised that he lashed on the Via Caeli as his road of predilection. What you weren't expecting, though, is the sheer fervor he's shown so far. You aren't moved by many things nowadays. Perhaps a pure show of devotion can be one of those things? No. We're going to stay as Einherjar. I'm gonna stick with it. Yes, the presentation. How much would it... A new feral faith. To create a new one, it's expensive. Especially if we start messing with things. That is an idea, though. Maybe we'll aim to be a more... I don't know. Do you want to be diplomatic? Or, considering what we're doing, maybe we'll go and be more brutal. With diablerie accepted. Maybe even encouraged. Because we've eaten a lot of vampires. A lot of vampires. New child. We'll keep him around. Blundega saw our Duchess violate the silence of blood. Just kill her. Yep. We'll forgive her, perhaps for a favor. Forgive her for a favor. Maybe we can do something with that. There's a lot of loot to be had down here, but there's also a lot of maximum loot, too. So, we're probably not going to get anywhere near that much. Got a new prisoner. Tifan. Is he any good? He has celerity, which I would love. Who is Ishtar? Cool. Were they prisoner? You. Diablerie. Fuck, nothing. Okay. Really hoping for celerity. And honestly, Auspex as well, because we have so many perks for that discipline that it'll be immediately just unlock 5 or 6 of them. Yes, fight me. Snake at court. Oh. They are... She's insulting my son. We called her a trollop. We lost a little bit of max loot, but not that much, actually. We still hit 1,200. Again, we're probably not getting that much, but I'm going to try. Let's see how much we can get. And change her thing. I'd like you to get your feudal taxes back to normal. Thank you. The good pack leader. Sway her. Hit that. This little baby Seville. Because it's Seville and Sevilla, I guess. 30. Yes, see it done. Now, on Exholm. Actually, no, Vipuri. So we're going to go like that. Like that. There's some good bits of loot down here. Iberia. Who'd have known? Well, I mean, I knew that along. I just preferred going to random pieces of them, of Greece and Italy. But Spain's got a lot. I think it's usually that this area of Spain in this game usually is pretty powerful. Potence, Obtenebration, Dominate. I mean, I'm probably going to end up eating her just because I feel like our guy just really likes it. He almost exclusively hunts vampires at this point, it seems. I don't think we'll gain anything from him, will we? No. Margaret the First. For almost 20 years now, Burgundy and Flanders have been ruled by Margaret Capet. I guess? Capet? Probably Capet. Early death of her husband and her strong influence on her child have made her a force to be reckoned with in the area. Strong-willed, she isn't the kindest of rulers, as can attest the numerous rebellions that have risen and been crushed during her reign. Still, she's a capable stateswoman, with a mind capable of enduring the rigors of undeath. As such, you're considering a daring operation to embrace her. She does have good stewardship. But Palatine. We'll bring her in. Maybe we'll turn her into a ghoul. Yeah. I'd love to invite Odin in, to be honest. Just to have Odin, the Odin, in here. Misapplied. Fire and blood. Yep, let's start getting a little bit further here in Granada. A lot of good land. Enough that we'll probably just loot this area, this last bit of Barcelona down here. Barcelona. I think, if I remember correctly from the years of Spanish that I took, it's Barcelona. Is that area puts they pronounce C's at like the sound differently? Let's look to someone else's sway. Not Council Realm. Anyone else who is unhappy with us? She's just a baron. She's not really that bad. I guess you. We'll keep swaying you. We're hitting attrition, but I'm going to loot these good ones, and then we're leaving. And that'll be more than enough. Last one. Captured Keisha. Is that a child? It's an innocent mortal child. So, probably shouldn't eat her then, huh? mean, no one can stop us, but probably should. Oh, they'll ransom. Even better. We won't eat her. Just ransom her off. Get back. I'd like to upgrade some of my men-at-arms with all this cash. So we're not going to form an empire yet. I'd like to get the last bits of everything. Oh yeah. That's the wrong button. We can found a new empire. I'm going to hold off on that for now. Instead, we can make pikemen. We should get some form of Varangian veterans, huh? Well, we have Scarl. Footmen, skirmishers. Bondi are spearmen. Counter that. Yeah, we don't have skirmishers, so I might get skirmishers, especially because we have things for that. Yep. Alright. That's pretty good. We have 6. That's our maximum for now. I'll keep some gold around just to have. Maybe we can build things. We'll build there. We just need better things, really. One doesn't increase by much, does it? Yes, horse enthusiast. This, though, is increasing by quite a lot. It's because of Ringmer. Yeah, it's just the Ringmer, really, isn't it? Divine right. There we go. Anything fancy down here? No. These are German, French, African. Guilds, grants. Men-at-arms. Since we're doing men-at-arms, let's get more. It's going to take a while to get it, but we have divine rights, so when we wish to, and we have our claims, we can push for all we need. More poetry. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Viken this, yeah. And then we're gonna call that our empire. A nice Baltic Empire. Lord Karl has lost against Volga Ural. Wow. They're huge. Although, a lot of empty land, I think. He won for the Kingdom of Denmark, and he won in the Independence War. So should we declare again? You can siege Mecklenburg. Oh. All of Midgard? She wouldn't be our vassal anymore. So no. I think if I were to do it... Hannibal? Oh no, you are the... So I'm just going to de jure Duchy of Mecklenburg, which should be the rest of the duchy. Yes, it is. Where's your capital? Up there. I'm gonna raise them down there. And bring in allies, because we have so much prestige, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's right, you can't, because you're part of it, I think. Yeah, Jomtland. Here and go here. We'll just go down to the island and start sieging. Aarhus. Maybe we can get enough. It'll take a bit to get the land that we need, the war score. But we can get started by taking Denmark. Oh, is that not? That is, okay. Lolland. Bin. Just slowly working our way through Europe. One duchy at a time if we have to. We should be fine. 4-1. We got this. Hopefully. Although, it is hard when our allies don't always... as they should. This is too different. It is. Voivode, he's doing a lot. The King of Kings, the Voivode of Voivode. It's just a weird word. I think it just essentially means king, though, right? Oh, there's his armies. He's got quite a few. Let's make sure that our units are together. There we go. Let's go see. Let's go attack them. Our allies are coming in with us, hopefully. So we should be fine. We didn't catch the main army. So let's try. Let's go for them. Please join me. There we go. Very good. Another 10,000 coming in. Very good. Yeah, let's go. Let's siege down Mecklenburg itself. Since that's what we're here for. We have... Are we able to execute them while at war? No, we can't. He's not a vampire, that's why. Sacrifice. Countess Laima of Velsk. Serpentis. Presents. We have presents already. Don't really want those. Pack member Alfir has stuff that we have. Sting. You could do. Getting Dominate. Damn. Dominate, Animalism, Vicissitude. Arcanoid. No. I'll ransom out the ones we don't kill. It's fine. It shouldn't affect our war score too much, I hope. No, it's fine. We are good. There we go. Should we? No, let's not waste our forces. Disband. Now he owns Mecklenburg. Now we just need a bit more. We might nab Nordmark, actually. We should grab the entire kingdom of Pomerania from the fiefs. He's made his own holy order, huh? He's still Einherjar, though. Avalon. Going pretty well. House Tremere. Oh, that lad. That's a square head. God damn. Yes, save our horse. Is she any good? We still can't get this one, can we? No. Also, probably can't upgrade. We don't have... Oh, wait, no. What? Oh, we don't have the thing, the legacy for it, do we? No. No, we don't. Okay, very well. Get plus 23. Oh, that's of course, because all of them give us stuff, because our dynasty is huge. It is spread across the world, isn't it? I think 1386, the start of the year. I think that's where we will call it here. I'm very glad we managed to fix the issues. But I hope you all had a good time. Hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I do love this mod, and I love CK3. It's really grown on me. And this mod, top tier. But I think that's where we'll be wrapping it up. Hello, Remy. Yeah, just in time for the end. Just in time to say goodbye. Yeah, it's right around that time, isn't it? Don't worry, though. I'll be back tomorrow for Pillars of Eternity. Hope you had a fun time at your friend, family, game night thing. Family, friend, game time. Game nights are fun. I haven't had game night for a long time. Wasting away. Ooh, very fun. Very fun. I'm very jealous. Jackbox is a hell of a time always. That's quite the game. But yeah, I will head out now. Hope you all have enjoyed. It's good to see everybody who dropped by. We got quite a few people dropping by today. It's a very fun game. I guess a lot of people like it. It's a hot game right now, I guess. But I will see you tomorrow. Hope all of you have a good night, good rest of your day, good night, good morning, I guess, in some cases. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.